So when you hear instrument flight rules or, IFR, what's the first thing that pops into your head?
For most people, I guess it's probably stormy skies, right?
Yeah.
Thick clouds, maybe just generally bad weather.
Exactly. But here's where it gets kind of interesting. Picture this. A perfect day, crystal clear, what pilots call a bluebird day. Sun's out, barely a cloud.
Okay.
Why on earth would a pilot choose to fly IFR in conditions like that?
Yeah, that's a really crucial question. It really challenges a common assumption. So today we're doing a deep dive into instrument flight rules, IFR,
Right.
which is essentially flying your aircraft using its instruments
Mm.
and getting continuous guidance from air traffic control.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also touch on instrument meteorological conditions, IMC. That's when the actual weather limits your visibility.
Okay, the bad weather stuff.
Right. And contrast that with visual meteorological conditions, VMC, which is our clear bluebird skies. But our mission, really, is to figure out the why. Why choose IFR even when you can see perfectly fine when you're in VMC?
Exactly, because it feels like IFR is so much more than just, dodging clouds or rain.
It absolutely is.
What we want to explore is how IFR acts as this systemic layer of safety and predictability. It goes way beyond just bad weather.
Yeah.
And for any general aviation pilot, maybe especially those looking at a basic instrument rating, the BAR, understanding this is like a fundamental shift in how you operate. It's about what really matters up there in the cockpit.
It's fascinating because IFR isn't just a set of rules for bad weather. It's more like a proactive framework.
A framework.
Yeah, it totally transforms how you plan and fly, offering better safety, better efficiency, even when the skies are wide open. It's foundational stuff, and getting this holistic view is, I think, key for anyone going for their BIR.
Okay, so let's dig into that. If I can see other planes perfectly well in a VMC, why do I need ATC giving me separation with an IFR clearance? What's the real practical difference day to day in the cockpit?
Right, that gets right to the heart of it. In VMC, if you're flying VFR, visual flight rules, you're primarily responsible for see and avoid.
Look out the window.
Look out the window, yeah. But with an IFR clearance, even on that clear day, you get what's called positive separation,
Positive separation.
meaning ATC is actively tracking you on radar. They're giving you precise instructions, vectors, to keep you safely clear of other IFR traffic, and often they help with VFR traffic too, especially in busier airspace.
Okay.
So what this means in the cockpit, a big reduction in your lookout workload. You still look, of course you do,
Of course.
but you've got this added assurance. There's a whole system, highly trained people working to prevent conflicts. That's something you just don't get flying VFR outside controlled airspace.
Yep.
It's a huge layer of safety.
Right. That makes sense. Beyond safety, though, how does flying IFR in VMC make a flight more, say, predictable or efficient? Because at first glance, it might seem like just more rules, maybe less freedom.
Well, that's where the efficiency part really comes in. When you fly IFR, you're often assigned specific routes, or you can request them designated airways. So you're flying a predefined path, often optimized. It minimizes, unnecessary turns or vectors.
So less zigzagging around.
Exactly. And that translates directly into more accurate fuel planning, more precise arrival times, just a smoother journey overall. And think about obstacle clearance, too.
Ah, right. Terrain.
Yeah, ATC ensures your path keeps you clear of terrain and obstacles, even when you can technically see them. It's just another layer of peace of mind. For your BIR exam, they'll want you to know these routing benefits.
Okay.
But what it means in the sky is you can often fly more direct, save time, save fuel.
Got it. So we've got safety, efficiency. There may be a less obvious benefit, something more, I don't know, personal for the pilot choosing IFR on a nice day. Like,
Right.
Does it make you a better pilot?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Embracing IFR, even when you don't have to because of weather, it instills a huge amount of discipline.
Discipline. How so?
Well, it refines your flight planning. You have to be more precise. It sharpens your navigation skills, using the instruments properly. And your radio communication becomes much more structured and proficient. You're constantly practicing that structured thinking needed for instrument flight. And honestly, that makes you a more capable, more confident pilot all around.
So it's like continuous training almost.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about getting a deeper understanding of the whole airspace system and, your place in it. This doesn't just help you pass the BIR test, it really transforms your whole approach to flying GA.
Yeah.
It makes it more professional, more controlled, and ultimately safer.
Okay, so let's recap then. IFR isn't just for bad weather, it's really a proactive choice.
Exactly.
You get enhanced safety through that positive separation from ATC,
Yep.
increased efficiency from predictable routing, and it helps build better pilot discipline and skills. And these benefits hold up whether the skies are clear or cloudy. Understanding this distinction seems crucial for anyone working on their basic instrument rating, the BIR, which again is what you need to fly IFR legally.
And this brings up a really important point for you, the pilot listening. Embracing IFR isn't just about checking a box for an exam or reacting when the weather turns sour.
Right.
It's really about gaining a much deeper level of control and predictability over every flight you make. It fundamentally shifts how you approach flying in general aviation.
So maybe something to mull over. How might thinking about IFR this way as a system for control and predictability change how you plan your next flight, whatever the forecast says? Think about that next time you're planning a cross country.